ready for some tea, darling. It's Thursday. I love it. So it's Thursday, and we're gonna do our spill some tea. So today we're gonna have fruit mix tea, and I will do the disclaimer. So it's tea time, and we're gonna talk about, I don't know, some of the now and the things that I have to say about that. Things, and we're gonna try to get through them today, but I won't lie. I have a lot of critics, so this might end up being a two-part. we might start this Thursday and then carry on next Thursday. I do find that when people don't approve of what you do, they're very eager to share that opinion with you. So I've certainly gotten my fair share of opinions, both, wanted and, unwanted opinions. So we're going to mix up our and you can see I have kind of an extensive list. So again, we'll try to get through them all today, but I'm not making any promises because people always got a lot to say. So let's start right up at the very top of the list with my favorite. That's not keto content, Dory. Everything you do is not keto and more focused on your content and everything you, or you shouldn't post that at all. So, no, like the floral foam, it's kind of pointless content, and I shouldn't really be wasting my time making it. Dory says nacho business is the first thing Dory says, nacho business. I make content I like because it makes me happy, and I feel like the more things that I share with you guys that are non-keto, that are, things I enjoy or things I think are funny, I feel like the more I share with you that's not keto, the better we get to know each other together, and we find we have a lot of common interests outside of food. I say to the people who say, Dory, stop making non-keto content, I say, not your business, and I'm gonna make it anyways. because I enjoy it, and no. So the content I make has to bring me joy. There is no sane person who would day for free if they weren't enjoying what they were doing. So to those people, I say I make content that makes me happy. And if it doesn't make you happy, keep scrolling. Keep scrolling. Okay. Then next on the top of my list that makes me giggle, family's not keto. So what could you know about keto? I mean, if you were that keto, your family would be keto too, and you would make them eat. You can make people do stuff or not. Maybe you haven't been trying hard enough, but you can just totally there we go, we're back. We were paused, poor connection. Instagram's being wonky. So I say this, you know what, the best way to get your family to be keto with you and give them options, because nobody likes to be told, right? Nobody likes to be told, hey, this is how it is, this is how it's going to be. We're just doing it. My Miss Pat, darling. Talking about some of the things I have to say back. Next big elephant in the room. And I think this one kind of bothers me the most. That I heard quite a lot of after keto, and it's this. Oh, but you had weight loss surgery. So you took the easy way and you didn't really do it. You lost 145 pounds and you managed to keep it off and be healthy, but you didn't really do it easy way. Now, to that, I always knew that surgery was a starting point and not a cure-all. Everybody knows that. If you have had a consult for weight loss surgery, they make sure you're realistic. You have very realistic goals and that you're not expecting something you're not going to get. And having a weight loss surgery doesn't teach you about food. It limits the quantity of food you can eat. So when you're able to eat a lot to being able to eat a small amount. But that's really the only difference that my surgery made. And for the food is enough. And I think we've all been through that calories in, calories out. If you restrict enough, you'll lose weight. And after I lost 130 pounds with my surgery, and then my mom passed away and I started to regain weight. I regained 20 pounds. And it was my surgery didn't fail me. I got smart and I started out eating my surgery. I learned that I could only eat, a bite now and a bite later and a bite later, but I could eat a whole chocolate bar in a day. And I could do it if I was smart and if I was sneaky. So when I came to keto, what it taught me was a healthy relationship with food, which I've never had. I've never had a healthy relationship with food. But like anybody else, I had to learn keto from scratch by myself. I didn't have a base of knowledge to go from. I was believing the same things everyone else was, that if we worked harder, if we were stricter with what we ate and we exercised, that would be enough. And when I found keto, I realized it's more than more than how much you're eating, but what you're eating, and it makes a difference. And you're right, Pat. It's not easy. Surgery isn't easy. Recovery isn't easy. She said years of keto and biohacking for the years of the follow is tough for anyone else, and it is. And we stick it out, right? Like when I found keto, I thought, oh, how long is this going to last? Maybe 2 weeks? And I'm coming up on 2 full years. I started keto conveniently just right time because that's smart, and I'd already pre-bought all my chocolates. So for me, I'm coming up on 2 years. 2 years of living as a lifestyle. A year and a half of sharing what I know with others. Have any degree in it. I was keto for 6 months when I decided I was so inspired that I wanted to share. I want to encourage you that it doesn't matter if you feel like you don't know enough to share your journey. It's your journey. Today is your first day of keto and you're like, I want to start a brand new page and share what I learned. You have every right to do that. You don't have to have a certain amount of base of knowledge to share. So don't share. Okay, my next one on my list. You're too silly, Dory. You're too silly. People won't take you seriously. You're an adult and you need to behave as such. I'm 43, I'm not dead. I will behave as I please, thank you very much. I know how to be serious, just to be, but I don't feel like part of every day needs to be more fun, more silly, more. And I think so many of us focus so hard on our keto. Like, we're focused on it and we're stressing out all of the time. And with high cortisol levels, you can't. You're not going to little, right? Right, Josh? 43 is close to dead, but I ain't there yet. So that one makes me laugh, that I'm just too silly, and I don't feel like you can be. I don't think you're too silly. And if I tried to come out here and present to you guys someone I'm not, you would know it. Like, let's be honest, you would away and you'd be like, wow, she's so fake. Like, oh my god, she's. And I can't be that. Like, somebody I'm not to make other people happy. I love who I am and I have a great time. You know, sometimes when I apologized to my son, I said, you know, dude, I do kind of embarrass you up on the internet quite a bit. And he said this, you know, Mom, I'm not new. You've been embarrassing me for a while. Now you're just doing it. I knew. Did. My son did encourage me. And when I've had hard times and because somebody said something mean, supported me and they were there for me. I won't lie, the first isn't for you. Like, maybe it's not for you. If you're going to get so upset and so hurt about things that delicate. And I'm kind of delicate. Speaking of the light, I've even had people complain about the lights. That they feel that the lights are a distraction and that they would much prefer if I did my lives with. No. No, my kitchen sparkles. And if you don't like a sparkly kitchen, go hang out in somebody's boring kitchen. By all means, you knock yourself out. This is what we do at my. This is what we do. And that rolls into my next thing that critics say, and that's, I don't like the style. I don't like how you do your recipes, or I don't like how you put your videos together. And I say that them the way I want, and I make the food I want, and I present it in the way that makes me giggle and makes me happy. And again, if I'm putting out content that is tailored for what I think people want, then am I being honest? Am I being honest with sharing the things I want? Or am I trying to follow the trends, trying to stay on what's hot, trying tags, hashtag not clickbait. And I say, you know what? If I'm putting out content I love and I'm enjoying every minute of it, then either people will like it or they won't. They'll watch it or they won't. Know that I put out something that I'm proud of, right? Yeah, distractions, right? Like, look at that. And it always says, always be yourself. Follow that unicorn. Because I feel that's the key. I really do. At least for me. And maybe not everybody lives their life that way. There are a lot of serious people. And the things that we talk about are not quantifiable by science. My guy's like that. He's very Mr. Logical. And we giggle about it all the time. Like, things that are not quantifiable. First things that I really got flack about, and it was kind of tell you guys a secret. Originally, my channel was going to be called The Keto Corner with Dory, named after the corner of my kitchen that my ingredients took over. And I actually started my channel called The Keto Corner with Dory. And I was so excited, and I told my son I started my channel, and he said, "No, Mom. The Keto Corner? How boring is that? That's not you. You, to your personality, to your food." So that's how it became Colorful Keto with Dory. And right from the very beginning, perhaps on a bad track with the keto Nazis, because the basis of my brand is color and fun and silly. Not, but food kills people. As does flavoring extract, and multiple times. Irresponsible to a child. Because I make food with food coloring. And it doesn't always come even for a really long time. We supported each other's group. We grew. One day she posted on a post in somebody's open group, "Oh, this is a great food coloring isn't keto. Could you provide us recipes?" No. No, I can't. Actually. I mean, I could, but why would I? A fathead pizza, and it's not a rainbow pizza. The fact that I make it with the color and that's what makes it mine. So, I mean, I could, but I don't wanna. And also, this is not basic beige keto with Dory. It's colorful keto with knows that, right? Optional. If you want to make one of my recipes and you don't, it's really easy. The color, baby, just don't add it. And when that happened, and I was upset, like guys, I was really thought was like my ride or die bitch. Like I really did. Like I thought really understood what I do, who I am, what I from. I really, and when I responded to that message, I said this: very colorful recipe. Should I really have to make things without color? Even if it's not for a clean eating challenge. I don't even know what to say. Person on the planet, I would expect to publicly on someone else's page call out my color and ask me to provide recipes. That's the most offensive part. Like, why would you even ask me to provide recipes without the color? Because the color is what makes. The response I got was, hey, lady, this wasn't meant to offend, love. I understand that you do color as a keto expert. Food coloring isn't acceptable. I personally don't care. For the purpose of group, clean means no color. Dory, it's about how the message lands on people who are reading it. You can always say, my friend. Okay. So then I should just disclaimer everything. Oh, yes, the expert card. Oh God, dude, Pat, let's talk about that one. Because everybody is an expert. 4 days. And you already know everything. And I look at it this way. Doctors can practice in their field and never be called an expert. You are an expert when people in your field recognize such. So when lady, she is such an expert. She knows everything you need to know. That's when you're an expert. Josh, you're going to love this one. Right? Like you're only a thinks you are. Like you can't just walk. Actually, I knew a lady, like she would walk up to guys in the bar and be like, I'm a total MILF. Do you know what that means? Oh my God, I'm so hot. Dude, you're not unless somebody tells you you are. Like that. Bottom line, like, wow, you are a MILF. Then you ain't. Like, you ain't. And unless everybody's rushing up to you and saying, oh my God, I need your, not an expert, and I don't care. So that's what I say to that. Can you make food coloring? Recipe there I do use food color. I always discuss options. I talk about organic food colorings, I talk about natural ways to color your food, and that's always an option that I discuss. So I don't feel like I should have to disclaimer everything I story. I don't really do keto. I kind of do, but this is the fun version, so it's not it's not really keto. Well, you know what? I say that if we want to reach outside of the keto community, if you're not strict enough, you don't belong. Because you know what? We reach people outside of the keto world every day with our posts about our success. And there are always going to be people around who are not keto. And how do we catch their eye? They want, making it fun, making it interesting. You know, for me, I like to make fancy coffees like Starbucks. It works for Starbucks. I like fancy coffee, and I'm just saying, I don't like paying $8 for coffee. And then I guess personal hair. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. People actually comment about my blue hair. Someone commented on a video and made a comment. It was rude. And I something back, and they came back with, have you looked at yourself? A blue with that hair, just saying. And I was like, I love my hair. Like, you hair, I love my hair. Things I love about myself, but my hair is right at the top of the list. And I have been wearing rainbow colored hair for years. This is not, my hair is not a gimmick for my keto. I've had a few people say that too. You only have colorful hair because that's your brand. Wearing rainbow hair for probably about 10 or 15 years in different stages and phases, and you know, between highlights and full color streaks and peekaboo highlights. But I've been wearing the funky colors for a long time. Okay, I say used to because I hope she doesn't still. Now, she always creates fake profiles to stalk me, and I have blocked her on like 6 different profiles, just saying. So I don't know. But she was my first and original Looney Tune. Beginning, she really loved me, and her comments were very nice. And then was equally strong about, you know, and every time it was hair color touch-up day, and I posted in group. You guys know I always post in group. I'm always very excited when I do hair touch-up process and hang out with me. But every time I posted, it was hair touch-up color day. Maybe you should consider getting wigs. You know, your hair's gonna all fall out. Just I just wanted to tell you. And what does Dory say to that? Dory says, "You ain't my friend. Because if you were my friend, you'd be like, girl, if your hair like, oh my god, you're gonna be so hot with bald spots." Of mine would be like, girl, do it. Like, do it, do it, do it. And for about a year, I got the backlash about my hair. And I even told me, can you please in group that you feel my hair is going to fall out. Several of my admin said now, like, you don't really have any right to talk, and you certainly shouldn't suggest wigs. Like, I'm not gonna wear wigs, guys. Like, I was thinking about wearing a wig the other day. Ever see me wear would like normal hair color. Or fake who I am. Like, to me, that says fake who you tend to be somebody that is not me. Like, not now, not ever. And you know what? If I decided one day I wanted brown hair, I'd have brown hair. I don't want brown hair. I like blue hair. Hair. Love it all. Okay, so my favorite criticism, actually. This one makes me giggle really, really, really hard. You don't teach people, you teach them to eat a healthy version of junk. You would to continue eating junk food in a keto that they shouldn't have those things at all. So you shouldn't make potato chip replacement. They shouldn't want potato. And then they'll stop wanting them. Just saying. If you stop making things they want, then they'll turn to just regular whole foods. So really, I'm a bad influence, and I'm stopping people as I provide a keto version of the things that people already eat and already and instead they should be focusing on learning basic keto. I wouldn't have done it if it wasn't with it, if it wasn't fun. I wouldn't have continued keto for couldn't find a version of everything I want. I be Cheaty Cheaterson that I want, because I'd be good for 2 or 3 days, and then I would go right off the deep end because I was depriving myself of the things that a healthy version of all the things I want. Why wouldn't I? I'm going to tell you guys a secret. Everybody has their own goals, be it weight loss, be it health, inches, be it body toning. Everybody has their goals. Well, I know what my goal is. I want to live that girl dream, dude. I want to when I want to, and I want to be healthy. I don't want to get fat. I want to have everything I want. Cheers to living the fat goal. Some people have goals, and I understand how if you have goals, then my style might not be for you, and that's keto in a different way. I'm not a macros counter. I'm not a number counter. I'm not a stressor. I look for the fun and the joy in my life and in my food every day. And I feel like if I'm sharing the it's the truth, right? Know other people's truths. You can tell when people are fake. Sometimes to figure it out, but you only got time in real life to know that they're not who you and all day long as I'm with that. I had a talk with my son one time. This is a funny story, guys. I like this one. He's 7, and one of his friends had come to school, and he was having a bird, like he was losing his, found out that his mom used to go to the bar back in the day. Oh my God. Oh my God, not my mother. Not my perfect white as the driven snow mother. It's a lie. Parents lied to me. My whole life is a lie. And he was like, dude, he is losing his mind. And we kind of giggled about it. And he said this to me. You know, Mom, I might not like every, but I like that I really know who you are. You don't like everything about me. I'm awesome. I mean, put it out there, like, I'm awesome. And then, I guess you're gonna love this one. I probably shouldn't tell the rest of the story, but I'm gonna anyways. I'm gonna anyways. You're gonna love this one, Josh. And everything about me, I'm awesome. Sometimes, some a little bit less of a pervert. The pervert doesn't fall far from the and if you've never of true horror on a 13-year-old's face, that's how you do it. Pro tip. Oh, so at the end, you know what? People might not like everything about me. They might not like how, at the end of the day, they know who I am. Oh, that Dory's so silly. Like, oh man, if I turn on my screen one more girl dancing around like a lunatic, I'm a. Don't turn on my channel. That's that. Don't. I'm gonna stop doing that. Yeah, definitely not gonna stop doing that. Oh, Josh and I had talked about some perspective. Now, I understand Dory, but I feel like at your treats, I just see fake treats or treats or treats, and it doesn't matter. Or if they're not, I feel like if I indulge, even in those keto treats, that it's. I totally understand that. And he still follows me anyways because we giggle together, you know. I don't always make. Sometimes he don't even want to look at my foods. Killing me! You killing me with those treats. You're gonna make me fat again. If that's your issue, then I understand. I do. In which case, I recipes that aren't treated. Be rude and be like, I don't like what you do because it's too fun. That's how you do that, symbol. I don't know. I'm not Italian. I do. Something like that. Um, the last thing, and actually, I'm really surprised in so much. My last thing that people tell me all the time about fun. It's about health. Fun with people, distracting them from their actual goal, Dory. Is about finding your metabolic balance. It's about being healthy. It is certainly eating good food. Your journey, it's about, and I would say this, you know what? Science, we need a measure of love. We need a measure of joy, and we need a measure of silly. There's a lot of science out there. I've spent a lot of time learning it. Like we all have research and watching videos. But at the end of the day, I always come back to the food, and the reason why I began keto. And for me, it was like a light switch. For the first couple of months, I hated everything about keto. I hated my own face. I decided to be healthy. I hated that I was going to miss. And then one day I realized I could make the things I wanted. And the day that I realized I could make things that changed my life. So that's what I share. Inspire one person. And if only one person says, you know what, Dory, I'm inspired, then all of the hours I put every day are worth it, because that's my ultimate goal. Guys, to share what you do every day. I'm only one me. Together we are, and we can spread a message. But if 10 people are standing up to share their story, how long is it going to take for keto to reach the world? That we can make keto mainstream and start talking about how and I feel like all of these criticisms kind of boil down to the same thing, and they're just from sharing. So critics, haters, doubters, people who don't like what you do, it's not for them. If they don't like it, that content for them. The people that are meant to hear your message and be part of your story, they will find your content and they will love you. So don't worry about people who don't love you, because there's enough hate floating around. focus on that. We just need to be a little ooh ooh woo woo. Oh, I didn't even know that it did questions. Oh my god. There's a questions button. And I'm sorry you left already, Keto Lush. Hopefully you'll catch up on the replay. My favorite benefit of keto, I never knew that my brain could function so efficiently. I never this level of energy and clarity, and that I could be depression free, depression symptom free anyways, because I don't want to say my depression is cured. It's still there. If I went back to eating carbs, my depression would come back. That definitely for me the greatest energy, the clarity, and the lack. Because man, it's not pretty. Like, it's hard to just get out of bed every day. And I think that easier for me in my far and above the keto brain. And you feel like you can never keep all ends, and you feel like first I wake up in the morning and my brain starts working immediately, like, and I go all day. I'm always planning, I'm always thinking of new content, new recipes, new posts to make, new, add content to the group, what to do of energy. And before, man, it was a struggle just to get through the day. So I hope that hang out together and go through it together. And my darling, holy crap, I'm fat is here, and I want keto, guys. Like, I promise, the keto. I'm not a food snob, and let's eat, you shouldn't be friends with them. What do we say to them? Bye-bye, Felicia. We don't need your kind. No keto Nazis. We don't need any food. Anybody for what they eat. As far as choices together, and we're doing it together. Somebody doesn't eat what you eat. If folks don't want to have fun while learning is optional. Exactly. You don't have to have the fun. Go find a channel to sleep to. Haters, go pack sand. I love it. I love you. Are the king of my world. I adore you. Take a moment to say thank you to our Marines and to our military. And I'm in Canada because and support each other. Semper Fi. I love you. Take care.